This should equal a lawsuit. The government does not have the right to just detain and arrest anyone. A Utah man who is a permanent resident got detained on his uh, trip back from Peru and was held for 50 days.
Tonight, a Utah man spent nearly 50 days in an ICE detention facility, but its attorney says the federal government's actions were wrong. News specialist Garna Mejia has the story tonight. Garna, what happened?
Yeah, well, Dee Dee, Junior Dioses graduated from Highland High School. He owns a small business and he's a lawful resident. But on a trip back from Peru, he was detained by immigration officials.
When I was there, I'm like thinking like every day, I'm like, why I'm here?
Junior Dioses spent nearly 50 days in ICE custody in Texas. In April, he was stopped by customs agents after a return flight from Peru.
I'm just thinking every day, I wanted to go home.
39-year-old Dioses is a legal U.S. resident, but his attorney, Adam Craig, says he was wrongly detained for 2 prior convictions of disorderly conduct and failure to stop. The problem, Craig says, is those convictions don't meet the legal standard for deportation.
What is so fundamentally wrong about that is, had anybody on the government side done the research, they would have known that they had inappropriately incarcerated and inappropriately begun deportation proceedings against someone that should have never been in that type of position.
Well, the problem with that is that we're still assuming that the government actually cares anymore. With Trump in power, ICE, they don't care if a person is legal or not, a permanent resident or not. If you don't look the way they want you to look, they're going to detain you and try to deport you.
Dioses, a husband and father of 5 children, was recently released. Craig says the government didn't even fight the motion to dismiss his case.
He did not have his green card taken away. He's still a permanent resident.
The case, Craig says, is concerning and of impact to the entire community, starting with taxpayers.
For Junior to spend 48 days in immigration custody on charges that were never legitimate from the start, taxpayer money covered that entire time.
Yeah, and that is an extreme waste of money. Trump has constantly talked about how he's trying to save money for people. No, this is wasteful spending.
Every single second of that we paid for. That should outrage people.
And tonight, Dioses described the conditions inside of that ICE facility as extremely difficult and traumatic. He says he wants to move forward. He wants to spend time with his family and get back to work. We also reached out to ICE for information on